Shabbat Shalom from Temple Concord. This week as I speak to you, I'm standing in front of the open ark in our magnificent sanctuary. Each week, at the end of services, I offer a blessing to our congregation as we conclude our services. And when we have a bar or a bat mitzvah, I stand right here and look a bar or bat mitzvah student in the eye, and I wrap them in my talit, and I offer the same blessing. It's a blessing that comes from our Torah portion this week, and it's the priestly blessing, the blessing that was given to Aaron and his children in the Torah. It says, "May God bless you and keep you. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. Yo'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka. May God's face always shine upon you and be gracious to you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God's face always shine upon you and may you know peace." These words of blessing carry powers beyond the generations and the centuries of our people's existence. In those words of blessing, we invoke God's presence in our daily life, and we ask that our loved ones, our friends, our community, be watched over by God and reflect God's divinity and God's sanctity in all that they do. For me, the most fascinating piece of the blessing is when we start talking about God's face. And we don't know what God looks like, or even if God has a face. But we do know that when we smile, when we interact, that there's a little sparkle in the eye, and that sparkle contains just a tiny little bit of sanctity. And so the more that that sparkle comes out and we share it with others, the more God's divinity is spread in the world. I wish you a week of blessings, and one last little piece. I have the great privilege of giving blessings on the bima here on Shabbat, and to a bar bat mitzvah student, and to a new couple getting married under the chuppah. But the blessing and giving of a blessing is not only the purview of a rabbi. We all have that ability. And it goes beyond just saying God bless you when someone sneezes. So turn to your loved ones and give them a blessing. Offer them words of holiness, of kadosh, and try those words. See what it feels like to bless someone. It's a deeply powerful feeling, and it adds richness and spirituality to our lives. I hope you'll join us for Shabbat services this Friday evening at 7:30. Saturday morning we have Torah study at 10, followed by services at 11. Next week we'll celebrate with our confirmation students on Tuesday evening. The confirmation service begins at 7:30 with Erev Shavuot services. Wednesday morning we'll have Shavuot services along with Yizkor. And the following Sunday, we'll have a planning meeting for our trip to Israel. As part of our centennial celebration with the building, we're having a temple trip to Israel next December. If you haven't signed up, I invite you to do so. Go online to arzaworld.com, ARZAWORLD.com, and in the search box type in Syracuse, and you'll find the itinerary and all the information. It promises to be an extraordinary 10 days in Israel together, and we'll have a planning meeting in June so you can hear all about it. In the meantime, I wish you a Shabbat and a week filled with happiness, health, and blessings. Shabbat Shalom.